Good morning, students. I hope you all are listening what I am going to teach. Today I am going to teach lesson number 1 from your English textbook. The subject is English, Standard 7, lesson number 1. If you have textbooks, please listen, open your textbooks and then follow the things which I am going to explain and read and other things. Okay, now the title of the lesson is The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse. Have you seen a mouse anytime? I hope so, because you all are living in a place where we can see so many mice. Okay, or rats. Here is a picture given on page number 1. Here is a picture given on page number 1. We have countryside and town. So, when you see the pictures, you can identify few things and then you can say which is countryside and then which is the town. Some people will like to stay in the towns and some people will like to stay in the countryside. So also with the animals. Some animals will used to stay in the towns and some animals will used to stay in the countryside or village. So here are some questions. Where would you like to live? In a town or a village? Where do you think life is peaceful and why? Do animals feel the same like you? First one, write the difference you notice between the things you see in the towns and pictures. You don't need to write actually, you can just imagine that the difference between the town and the countryside. Here is a story for us about a mouse which is in the town and a mouse which is in the country. These two are cousins. Cousins, you know, cousins means sister and sister's children are brother and brother's children are like that. In a family, if you have brothers and sisters, their children will be cousins. Now, I have selected few words from the lesson. These words are little difficult words. If you read this word along with the spelling, it will be easy for you to read the lesson and you'll understand it well. Air conditioned. AIRCONDITIONED, air conditioned. Chugged, CHUGGED, chugged. Cousin, COUSIN, cousin. Terribly, TERRIBLY, terribly. Horror, HORROR, horror. Exclaimed, EXLAIMED, exclaimed. Nimbled, NIMBBLED, nimbled. Corner, CORNER, corner. Delicious, DELICIOUS, delicious. Whispered, WHISPERED, whispered. Affectionately, AFFECTION, affectionately. I repeat it again. Affectionately, AFFECTIONATELY, affectionately. Uncomfortable, UNCOMFORTABLE, uncomfortable. These are little difficult words which I have selected from the lesson. You can copy these words in a notebook and learn these spellings and learn to read these words. Then it will be easy for you to go through the story or lesson. Here is a letter written by the town mouse and the country mouse were cousins. They often wrote each other. In olden days actually they used to write letters, but now we are not writing letters. We are talking on the phone or we are sending messages. So here the town mouse and the country mouse were cousins. They often wrote to each other, and one day the country mouse got this letter from his cousin from the town mouse. I'll read the lesson. First, when we write the lesson letter, we have to give the address, and then from address, and then to address will be there. From address means from the person with whom we are sending the letter, and the receiver will be the to address. Dear cousin, I have been ill with a cough and my doctor feels I need a holiday. Ill means sickness. He has asked me to spend a week in the countryside. May I stay with you? Please give me an early reply. With warm regards, yours affectionately, Town Mouse. From address is Kitchen Cupboard, Mouse Town, 11 March 2012. Then to Country Mouse, the mouse hole, mouse country. This is the letter. If you refer to this letter, you will know the format of a letter. When you write to somebody, you have to write the from address, and at the end you have to write to address. Okay, let's come to the lesson. Receiving the invitation from the country mouse, the town mouse packed his baggage and caught the next train to the countryside. The day was bright and sunny, and soon the town mouse began to feel hot in the train. I wish there was an air-conditioned coach, he said to himself. I feel very uncomfortable here. However, there was nothing he could do about it. So, he grumbled to himself while the train chugged slowly into the country. The country mouse was waiting at the station. Oh, cousin, the town mouse said as soon as he got off the train. The train was dreadful. I feel terribly hot and thirsty. I hope you have something ice cold for me to drink at home. Well, I have some water, said the country mouse, but I can look around for some coconut water if you like. Coconut water? Asked the town mouse in horror. Don't you have any orange juice or lemonade? I am afraid not, replied his cousin, but I found a very nice piece of root today and a tender bit of sugar cane. I am sure you will enjoy that. Root? Sugar cane? The town mouse exclaimed. But I don't eat raw food like that, the country mouse said. This is what we eat in the country. So I am afraid you too have to eat this. Try it. It's not bad. The town mouse did not enjoy his dinner at all. He nibbled at the root and the sugar cane and then said he wanted to sleep. The country mouse showed a corner in the mouse hole and said, There you are, you can sleep there. Turn to the next page. You can sleep there on the ground. Asked the town mouse, Do I have to sleep on the ground? Yes, this is how we sleep in the country. his cousin answered. As the town mouse lay down on the hard, cold ground, he suddenly thought of something. Cousin, he called out. Yes, what is it? The country mouse asked. Why is it so quiet here? Where are all the cars and lorries? Where are the radios and the televisions? Where are all the lights? This is how it is in the country, his cousin replied. It's always quiet in the country. Sometimes it is quieter than today. My grandfather says that our village is the quietest among all the villages in the district. Oh, is it? The country is a strange place, said the town mouse. But he said to himself, I don't think I like this place. Next morning, the town mouse found that there was no breakfast ready. His cousin told him that they had to go to the nearby farm to search for food. We are sure to find something here, he said. A nice piece of fruit or a tender bit of sugar cane. But the town mouse had enough. Thank you, cousin, he said. But I think I'll catch the next train home. I have suddenly remembered that I have forgotten something. A few days later, the country mouse wrote to his cousin, the town mouse. Here is the letter.